Hi everyone, Al DeMarco along with Steve Budin. Every Monday throughout this football season, we are here to break down your Monday night games from a gambling perspective. Tonight, we've got Baltimore and Cleveland. And Steve, I've got to tell you, I can think of at least 100 things I could be doing tonight other than watching this game because when I think about some of the good Monday night games we've had this year, the great ratings bonanza they had for Green Bay and Minnesota. I mean, who would have guessed when they put this schedule together that Brett Favre would be playing for the Vikings for this game? But there's always payback, and this is the payback game because why? What possessed anybody in the NFL offices to put the Browns on Monday night against anyone? I mean, the Browns and the Ravens, I'm going to probably wash my windows.
I mean, the NFL hasn't figured out yet that the Browns stink. I mean, this doesn't make our job any easier, but we should try to go ahead and give it our best effort.
I mean, the Browns stunk last year. And then what? Because they hired Eric Mangini, who wasn't any good with the Jets?
Oh, I hate that Mangini. He's more like a mangina. I hated him for the Jets. I hate him for the Browns.
Well, you've got a team here. Forget about the side of this game. Let's talk about the total because this is just an ugly game. I mean, you've got Baltimore 11, 10.5, 11, 11.5 point favorite, depending on your look. You've got a total here, which is kind of interesting, at 40.5 points. I guess they're assuming the Browns are going to score in this game.
Maybe 3 points, 37-3 or something like that.
But at the same time, you don't exactly have a Baltimore team that's putting a plethora of points up on the board here of late. I mean, the Ravens have stayed under the total in 3 of their last 4. Meanwhile, the Browns have stayed under in 5 of their last 7. So now, of course, Eric Mangini, who is long since removed, about 2.5 years from being Eric Manginius up in New York, now he's gone back to Brady Quinn because, of course, Derek Anderson wasn't the answer after he gave Brady Quinn the job briefly at the beginning of the season. So this is suddenly going to make the Browns an offensive powerhouse? I doubt it.
Doubt it, too. I mean, Flacco put up 34 points against them last time they met. Probably do the same this time. You know, they only had 3 points, the Browns, in their last meeting. I don't see him getting many more points than that. Looks like the under is the way to go here.
But, you know, Monday night trends, I mean, 8 out of 10 games on Monday night have gone over. Of course, last week it did fall short. Pittsburgh and Denver did not go over the total. Only the second time in 10 Monday night games this season it failed to go over. Matter of fact, going back the last couple of years, 19 out of 26 Monday night games, 19-6-1 in fact, there was one push along the way, have gone over the total. But I agree with you. If you're going to play this game, and I certainly would not play the total, but I think from a statistical and a technical trend standpoint, you have to lean toward the under in this game.
Well, Cleveland's coming off a bye week. I mean, they should have just took the rest of the year off. And Baltimore, to be honest, if they don't win this game, they can take the rest of the year off too. So, I mean, you know, it's a very tough game to call. But you should remember, last year, Cleveland came off a bye. They went 1-3 going into the bye. They come out of the bye. They beat the Giants outright. The Giants were 8 point. It was a Monday night also.
Yes.
Giants were 8-point favorites. Mangini somehow got the win. You know,
Oh no, not Mangini.
Not Mangini. I'm sorry.
The Browns.
Got the win. You know, you know, maybe the same thing could happen this year. I don't know, but I'm staying away from the side.
Yeah, it's an ugly game. I guess again, we both say if you're going to play the total, we'd lean toward the under from a
maybe a teaser in this spot. I mean, can you come up with a teaser that may work for everybody?
You know, you could always play a 2-teamer where you would take maybe take the 6 points and you would take Baltimore down. And you would take the total in this game down and then play the over. But, you know, I wouldn't put my money on it.
Well, good thing that happens if you take Baltimore and I guess the over. If Baltimore scores a certain amount of points, you know you're going to win.
Exactly. And it's just that Cleveland, I mean, I think that Brady Quinn comes out here, and the problem is they don't have much good in terms of their offensive line. Their running game isn't that great, and their wide receiver core, well, they just don't have much of a wide receiver core. You know, in Baltimore, as you pointed out earlier, is in a must-win situation if they want to keep pace with Pittsburgh and Cincinnati in the division. Otherwise, the Ravens, you know, they're in a must-win situation here most of the next couple of weeks with a playoff spot looming.
Yeah, and I thought they were in a must-win situation last week. So, I mean, shows you what I know.
Yeah, right, when they lost to the Bengals. Right. So that's it. We lean a little towards the under, but definitely we probably lean more toward not watching this game at all. So that'll do it. Steve and I will catch you again next Sunday when we break down these games from a point spread perspective. And remember, guys, if you need more help and you need scores, injury reports, weather reports, more free picks, not only in football, but college basketball is here, guys, NBA as well. Make sure you check us out online because we've got it all for you waiting there, and it's for free every single day. And we'll catch you again next Monday night.